Welcome back to another episode of the Easy Convo. First of all, happy Cinco de Mayo, everyone. You can
Cinco
see
de Mayo.
Emil's got the hat on, got it going on. Happy Cinco de Mayo. Oh, yeah, man. I'm your host, Say Dejani, with my co host, Emmanuel Bird. We got a special guest today for you guys.
Man,
He's
like Jay said, happy Cinco de Mayo to all the Latinos and Latinas out there, and to all the people who are just celebrating in general. Hope you're having a great time this evening. I'm gonna go ahead and take the hat off and formally formally introduce our guest today. We got none other than J2, co-owner of the One Legacy movement, fashion designer, creator, stylist for lots of different influencers, athletes, coaches. Whatever you want to call yourself. J2's got it going on with the fashion, man. So obviously we appreciate you for joining us today, J2.
Appreciate y'all,
Also,
man, for having me, man.
yeah, man. We wanted to say too, this episode of the Easy Convo is sponsored by none other than One Legacy Movement. So
You
make
already know
sure
what's
if
going
you're
on, man.
looking for new fashion, the best gear possible in the Kansas City metro area, tap into One Legacy Movement. The link will be in the bio for the rest of the week. So if you want to get new apparel, make sure you tap in One Legacy Movement.
Yes, sir. We on sale. Everything's on sale right now. Tap in, man.
Everything's on sale, so stop playing. Get in your pockets. Get in your pockets.
But yeah, man, we hope this is a easy conversation for you today. And just to start off, man, why don't you tell the audience a little bit about yourself and where you're from?
What's going on, everybody? My name is James Bird. I go by J2. Born and raised Kansas City, man. Uh, Went to Bishop Miege, Park Hill South High School. Went to state in Park Hill South. A little fun fact: we beat Jason Tatum in state. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? Uh, Went to about 5 colleges, bro. Got a journey, moved around, played ball at every school. Now we out here in the fashion world, man, doing our thing, trying to blow up, man.
100%. Man, I wanna touch a little bit on your basketball career here. So I didn't get to mention in the intro there, but J2 is not only a fashion creator, but the GM of the One Legacy Movement who plays in the Spence League in Kansas City, Missouri. They are the
Defending champs.
defending champions. It hurts me to say it, but it is the truth. They are the defending champs. So, going back a little bit to your upbringing and playing basketball, how did you kind of get into the game and things like that? And you know,
Man, basketball's just always been around. My pops played ball. He went played ball pretty all the way about to overseas. He was about to go overseas until he had my older sister, so he decided to stay crib. But basketball always been around. I always grew up playing ball. I'll probably say since I could walk. It's been basketball and a little bit of golf and a little bit of football, a little bit of everything, man. Yes, sir.
Definitely, man. And what at what point would you say was the main focus? You mentioned you played a little golf, you did a little I forgot what was the other sport. What was the other
Oh,
sport?
football.
Football too. What point for you was it like, okay, now I'm gonna start taking it all in on basketball?
It started right after my freshman year when I broke my leg playing football. I cut it out right after that. It was no longer no more nothing. It was just basketball.
yeah, chalk it,
Yeah, I
football.
had to put everything else up. Only thing I could do was like maybe I did golf my freshman year,
Mhm.
and then I did soccer my sophomore year, just trying stuff. But
Man,
other than that, basketball from sophomore
Hold
year up, nothing else, brother.
on. You didn't mention you play soccer, bro. What was
I
the?
just be doing stuff, bro. I'm a full real athlete, bro. I do it all.
Okay, okay. So, obviously playing at Park Hill South and I guess I could say it's up there in North Kansas City area, right?
Yeah.
So
hmm
playing at Park Hill South and Miege and stuff like that. Um, could you speak on some of those relationships that you were able to build throughout that time? Like, if I'm not mistaken, was who was on that Park Hill South team that did end up going to state?
We had Ryan Welty, we had Alan Hyatt, we had Mitch, we had Jacob Klein, a young bull, we had Easton. Let's see if I can remember all my teammates' names. Hold on. We had Easton, we had Schaefer, we had Tang, we
Mhm.
had Jalen Randall. I think that was everybody. I think I named everybody. I might be missing like a couple people. I think that was it. But yeah, we had a cool little squad. A lot of people didn't even keep playing basketball after high school. I think only 3 of us did. So it was kind of like random. Like we went undefeated in conference and then went all the way to state. I don't think nobody thought that was gonna happen. But yeah, it was a fun year for sure.
For sure. The reason I ask is because obviously, you're doing your thing now in the fashion game and stuff like that. Would you say of that team, obviously the basketball side of things is taking care of itself. Would you say that you was at that time still one of the best dressed on the team?
Yeah,
Or
hands down.
okay. So
Hands
what
down.
was the
But I went to a like the school I went to Parker South, right, guys? So you went to Staley, right? So
you know,
you know what's going on.
you know.
So like fresh to me, they might not understand that. Like I would wear a tech, like a Nike Tech. They would say I was blobbing, but like I had to get them past that, you know.
Mhm.
So I used to lay my fits out fresh. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, was coming color coordinated. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
definitely was the flyest on the team for sure.
And when did that start? Like when did the laying out the fits? I remember for me like I'm starting to when I'm like 8, 9, first day of school.
First,
That's my
Yeah,
first day of
hey,
school. The fits getting laid out. You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? And then
Nah, I think I got like that probably like my eighth grade summer when I
mhm,
started like moving around, going like kicking it with my different friends at different like parts of the city. And I was seeing other people like dress better than what we were. So I'm like, nah, I gotta step it up. So then I turned myself. I had a nickname growing up and I was Ralph's son. So I would only wear polo. Like I was wearing Ralph Lauren all the time. So like that was my thing.
polo.
Yeah, shout out Ralph Lauren.
Played some collegiate ball at multiple different schools, but kind of talk about that transition, from your recruitment period to ending up at the first spot for
Yeah.
college basketball.
Man, recruitment was kind of like I was one of those under the radar guys for sure, like late bloomer. Um, City didn't really know who I was till like my senior year when we kind of blew up and went crazy. So I was getting a lot of like late offers. I got a couple from like UMSL and Northwest and things like that, but I was still chasing that D1 dream, you know. So I went JUCO to Seward County first, all the way in Liberal, Kansas, way out there. Played a really good freshman year there. Ended up coming home to Penn Valley. Had an All American year that year. That's when I ended up at Mo State. Went to Mo State. Was loving it up there, enjoying it. Coach gets fired. Boom, I'm transferring. Boom, I go to UCM. UCM, yeah, we going to talk about UCM. And then we go.
let's talk about
Then I finished out at Central Methodist where I had another All American year. So it was fun. I definitely had a journey for sure. Like never being at one place longer than 1 year is kind of different, but you just got to adapt, man. You just got to be great
100%. A two-time All-American is not a slight flex that you can just throw around. So that's
for
speaks
sure, bro.
obviously to the body of work that you put into the game, and obviously now into your fashion and things like that, and how you go about creating things um, when it comes to fashion. But what would you say is how when you relate the two of how do you think basketball and fashion, your approach to both of those, how do they relate to each other?
I would probably say just like my me being like easy to talking to people, like how my relationships on the court is easy for me to bond with people on the basketball court. I feel like transitioning that into the fashion world, as far as like easy to talk to people, easy people to feel comfortable around me,
Mhm.
not being scared to speak my opinion, my mind, and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Being confident with the sports is an easy transition. If you can be confident and be good in this, you can be confident and be good in any other field. So I feel like just all that together is like I feel like sports really could help you do anything, bro. So like any field you're in, if you play the sport, you could take that and put it with whatever you're doing.
That's something, Zay, before you go to, that's something we talk about. Like, we find ourselves in that part of conversation a lot here on this platform because, like, not only do we have, current athletes, but people who have been athletes in the past. And we always talk about how you can notice the people who have played sports and have been through the trial and error of
Right.
sports throughout your day-to-day life of how they deal with certain problems, how they deal with certain setbacks and things like that, versus someone who probably hasn't. Where I'm not saying all people are just going to pout up and give up, but like we know what it's like to, hey,
Yeah.
J2 playing, get on the line, everybody on the line, or
Right.
hey, Zay, they make the spread, everybody on the line, and that
Yeah.
heartache that you feel from it. It's like, man, okay, but I can still give my all to this. I can still put forth my effort, even though I faced a small setback today. Don't
Yeah.
clip me, bro. Hey, don't clip me, Zay. Don't clip me, bro.
But yeah, man, once you got done playing at Central Methodist was your last school, right? Once you
Correct.
got done playing there, did you play any more ball after that, or you decided it was time to hang it up?
So I graduated prime COVID, brother. Graduated 2020. So I signed the contract, headed to Barcelona. League gets shut down. So I'm back home still just chilling, waiting for that kind of to open back up. It took like a year and a half for them to kind of like open leagues back up. So by then I was still working out pretty much a lot, hooping, stuff like that. Uh Around 2022, I want to say I went down to Vegas for a camp. Finished top 20 in the camp, did really well. Got some offers to go back overseas, but by then I was already making decent bread here in KC to where I wasn't like willing to go give up everything to go make $800 a month. Like, I'm not doing that, brother. So I can't just stay home. Said, yeah, I'm just going to be a rec legend from now.
Hey,
Hey, with the
On me. Time to transition.
100%. Zay, I'll let you. Denny.
and you make that transition, start working on your career. And what was your initial? You mentioned in high school you were laying out the fits, always interested in fashion. But what made you really want to make fashion a career and something that you really put a lot of time into?
Um, I guess it would just kind of be like a little bit of my parents. My mom, I got a real like business oriented mom, and she's actually very stylish as well. So that kind of like definitely like I always noticed that, you know what I mean? So I always think of ways to where I could work for myself but do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? So I always say like if I didn't get paid for this or if money wasn't an option, would I still mess with clothes? Would I still help people get dressed? Things like that. And I think I would say yes. You know what I'm saying? I still would be trying to be fresh. I still would be trying to style people and stuff like that. So if I could do that without the money, I definitely would do it with the money. So that's really what I was on with that. So my mom definitely was a big influence as far as when it comes to my fashion influence and me just wanting to be like my own business and my own entrepreneur. You know what I mean? So I'll probably say that for sure.
When you speak on your relationship with your mom and your dad and their sense to fashion and things like that, do you ever find yourself like, nah, man, don't put that on. That ain't happening right now. Or
No, yes, all the time, bro. Especially with my pops, bro. Like he be trying stuff. He fun. He's a funny guy, so he be trying stuff sometimes. I'll be like, I don't know about that one, brother, but it's a different age gap, so he can do certain things that I just wouldn't do, you know. And he's comfortable in trying that. And that's all it is with fashion, like just being comfortable in what you trying on. Like at the end of the day, it's all opinion based. So if I think it might be ugly, somebody else might love it. So it's just whatever, however you feeling at the end of the day.
100%. And the One Legacy movement brand, when did you initially start putting in work to get this brand started?
So originally we came up with the name in 2016. So I know this old, y'all probably in y'all diapers, whatever.
hold on,
But
hold on.
2016 is when we came up with the original name, and it was really just to name my group of friends that we had at the time. Like it was a group of us, and we didn't really have like nothing to call ourselves. You know what I mean? So it started up with that. We was like One Legacy, and the meaning kind of behind One Legacy was definitely originated from my pops again, as far as like when I was growing up, getting in trouble and stuff like that. He would always say, like, you're not just representing yourself when you out here. You know what I'm saying? That last name is more than just you. You know what I'm saying? You got your sisters, you got me, you got your family that you got to represent when you walk outside this door. So that kind of stuck with me growing up. So that one legacy is you got one legacy, like, you know what I mean? So what are you going to leave behind when you're all gone? So that's kind of how that went.
That's dope. And how
Yeah.
is it when creating for One Legacy and working with you can obviously take the chance too to shout out your partner too, because it's not just you who is in
Yeah.
the One Legacy movement. This is a collective of work, of body of work that goes into the creative process. So want to
So,
give you the opportunity to do that as well. But um how do you guys stay original to who you are with so many different fashion trends and things like that going on in the world today?
man, that's really the hardest part because, like, you see so much, bro. Like, it's so, like, some people don't see fashion, but, like, while you're doing, your algorithm is pushing it at you. So, like, that's all I see all day long. Like, so I'm seeing different ideas, different things, stuff that I had in my mock-ups in 2016, 2015 that I'm seeing people put out now. It's like, dang, like, you got to move faster, you got to move slower, all that type of stuff. But to stay on topic for real, dang. Throw, throw that question again.
It's all good, bro. It happens.
Yeah,
I
dang.
get to talking.
No, you're good, bro. So, how is it that you guys stay so
Oh yeah,
connected? Yeah.
yeah. So And so, like I said, seeing all that stuff, bro, it's hard to not. It's easy to just be like, "Ooh, I like that idea. Let me just put my name on it and swap it." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so that's what I try not to do. Like whenever I see something I like, I try to just see the what it is as a whole, what that I like about it. You know what I'm saying? Like just because I think that it looks cool doesn't mean I need to steal it. You know what I'm saying? So for me, when it comes to creatives, I don't really look at designs and stuff like that on people's clothes. I look how it fits on their body, how the shirt fits, how long it is, and stuff like that. So I'm more of a silhouette snatcher, if you want to say that. So I like different styles of clothes and things like that. And then I got my own uh ideas and things that I pull from when I make my designs. It's the same with my boy Marvin, who's the other side of 1Legacy as well. But yeah, like even with this, like you probably don't know, you guys are a little young. This rocket power inspiration. You know what I'm saying? This is a rocket power kind of
Oh,
reference type T.
that's
And only the real know, you know what I'm saying? When
Tuesday.
I'm walking
Drop this on the young boys too.
when I'm walking down the street, people be like, the rocket for I see what's going on, you know what I'm saying? So we pull from stuff that was like our childhood. So like that would be, you know what I'm saying, vintage to me. You know what I'm saying? This is something I was watching in 2000, 2001, 2002, you know? So it's like this is my vintage. So that's kind of what I pull from. I pull from everyday experiences, what I grew up watching, what I think is cool, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you do gotta pull from some of the trendy stuff as far as like the style of clothes you're dropping, you know what I mean? But other than that, that's we kind of try to overthink on not stealing. You know what I mean? So like if you're present about it, you won't do it. You know what I mean? So like, all right, don't steal. All right. Let's not steal their idea. You know what I'm saying? So that's just kind of how we go about it.
Definitely, man. And when starting off the brand, what do you think was the hardest part of actually, getting the wheels rolling and getting stuff pushing for the brand?
I would say probably finding a good manufacturer, like that actually makes good clothes. And what's still hard is getting the eyes on the brand. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, all you need you what you really need is eyes. You need the most visibility as much as possible. The more people that see your stuff, the more chances you are that somebody's gonna buy it. So that's really just the starting off and the continuous hardest part about when it comes to this fashion. Like designing clothes, making ideas is the easy part. Like I can make an idea in 20 minutes, you know what I'm saying? But getting it made, getting a sample, getting it to you gotta wait 30 days, you gotta, you know what I'm saying, all this type of stuff. That's I would say that's the hard part. Like actually making the clothes, coming up with a brand name and stuff like that, that's the easy part. It's really the business side of things that I would say would be the hardest part of it.
100%.
Definitely. I was gonna follow up on that real fast. So you mentioned in 20, just for the listeners, kind of walk you through a timeline of kind of. So you said 2016 was kind of around when you got the name and
Yeah,
the kind of the idea of it. But what year? I think we talked before the pod. You mentioned
yeah,
like 21, 22 was when you really
yeah. I
started.
say 21 is when so like I said, another story, here we go. 21 is when me and Marvin originally decided we was gonna drop some One Legacy clothes. We had come up with some ideas, got a couple mock-ups, sent our manufacturer some money, and never heard from them again. Boom. So like that's first drop. We like, dog, like dang, that's how they doing us. Like 1,500 out the window, gone. Didn't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dog. So now we sit back, go back to the drawing board. Like, all right. So now how do we find a new manufacturer? So we ended up dropping for real with a good manufacturer in 2023. So I would say that would be our first drop. And when we had a little motion, we had some pop-up shops. We sold out of everything. Our first hoodies, uh, we sold our first hoodies and our second drop. So everything was rolling pretty well. And then we switched manufacturers. So that's around
Why you,
2023. Everything's happening still in 2023, bro. We
why you
still
switch
locked
up on
in.
the guys in 23?
You said what?
I said, why'd you switch up on the guys in 23?
Man, they was trying to get over, bro. They was making us order too much stuff for where we were at the moment, you know? So, like, it was a great manufacturer, but, like, I wasn't ready for 200 pieces of stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, we had to be realistic on where we was at and stuff like that. But, yeah, that started around 2023, I would say. That's when we really kind of hit the ground rolling and never really stopped from there.
100%. And I think you kind of said it a moment ago with like the eyes and trying to get more as many people as possible to see what you're doing with the brand and respect and be like, man, okay, not only do I appreciate what they're doing, but I want to be a supporter. I want to be
Yeah,
repping the One Legacy brand. And
right.
I want to touch on we were talking about a little bit earlier about AJ and how he always gives love. And I want to shout out AJ because
You said you want to touch on who? I'm just playing, brother. I had to
You
get you, bro.
could.
You threw it in
You could.
there.
Hey, I want to give a big shout out to AJ Spencer for real because I
Mm,
think what he does better than a lot of people in Kansas City is give spaces for that and gives opportunity for obviously One Legacy and I'll give even limits none like
yeah,
giving opportunities for people to say not only these basketball players but these are people that are making moves in the Kansas City area that are much
right.
bigger than just dribbling up the court, shooting three, whatever the case may be. But my point in saying that you lucky threw me off with
My
the
bad, game. My bad.
hey.
And for
But
anyone listening, if you heard what was going on off the camera before, you'd understand it's deserved.
no, it's,
That's
it's valid, it's valid.
definitely
But
deserved.
my point in saying that is being able to get eyes on the product. And I guess my question to you is like what has been the hardest part of that for the One Legacy of obviously doing pop-up shops and having the brand represented in the Spence League and things like that. And but what would you say is the wall that you guys run into? Because this not only answers for you, but this helps us too because
Right.
we're trying to promote and do our thing over here as well.
Most definitely. I would say right. It's been probably structuring like the type of uh in the word ads you want to run in a sense. Like we haven't really run any ads before until recently. We about to start running them just because why not? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what everybody's doing in the space. It makes the most sense. I'm seeing hundreds of people's brands every day on my page, so I might as well put my stuff out there like that. But it's how to structure where you're sending your eyes. You know what I'm saying? Like if you make an ad right and just put it out there, it's not gonna go to the right people. You know what I mean? So it's really just learning that space as far as like how to structure an ad, what type of people is your audience, who are you looking for, like kind of you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. Um, and then I would say I'm trying to think of something else. I might have to throw the question up in there again, bro.
Really, just how where what wall are you guys running into when it does
Yeah,
come
that part of it,
to
right? That
yeah.
wall, yeah. So I would say that part, and then as far as figuring out where we want to push the brand, you know what I'm saying? Finding those different areas. Like KC is cool and all, but you want to branch out past Kansas City at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to just be limited to Kansas City at the end of the day. So trying to figure out where we can go and find pop up shops we can attend out of the states. I mean, out of the Kansas City and stuff like that. Just finding the audience, bro, and just keep creating good pieces that people want to buy, bro. Like I wouldn't even say it's necessarily just overly hard, but it's just tedious. And you know what I'm saying? You got to pay attention. You got to really study the game. Like it's no cheat codes, it's no shortcuts unless somebody literally does it for you. You know what I'm saying? But nobody's really doing it for you in this space. Like I'll say this space is really a space where I noticed that if you're not putting the work in, nobody's gonna help you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like originally, like they might, if you ask somebody like, hey, how do I do this? They'll give you like a little rundown. But you come back and don't have none of the stuff done, none of the research done, they're gonna write you off. You know what I'm saying? So like usually when people can see you working hard in this space, they'll show you a little love, but it's really a doggy dog world. Like it's like JUCO, bro. You gotta get it out the mud.
Yeah. And when someone looks at One Legacy brand, how would you kind of mentioned earlier the vision behind the brand and some ideas you have in creating clothes for the brand, but how would you describe the gear your brand provides? Is it more streetwear? Is it more kind of walk us through that?
I would say we're definitely more in the streetwear vibes. We kind of try to be a little bit like on a street lux, you know what I'm saying? So we go back and forth between luxury type of more clothes like denim and nicer jeans and things like that, nicer shirts, quality shirts. And then we also got our more vintage style stuff. So we kind of like want to stay all around, but overall, I would say we're definitely like a more of a streetwear brand for sure. Streetwear brand for sure.
What piece would you say you're most proud of that you've put out that you're like, man, okay, you look at that and you're like,
My favorite piece so far, actually, we haven't even dropped it yet, and it would be our jeans that we're about to drop. Our denim, I just love them so much, bro. Like I've been ready for those to come out so bad. Like those is fire, bro. I'm definitely excited. But the one that we have dropped, I would probably say I probably wear it the most. I'll say that long sleeve, that Tupac long sleeve that we dropped. It's probably my favorite shirt. It's the most comfortable long sleeve I've ever had in my life. I just love it so much.
100%. And I peeped your gram, and you obviously are working with some other pretty big names, styling them, helping them out with their outfits, giving them gear and stuff like that. You want to
Yeah.
give me a chance, shout out those people and kind of talk to some of the people you're working with through your brand right
Yeah,
now.
for sure, man. Shout out to my boy Ochai, Abaji, man. He let me on the team about I want to say middle of last season, and we've been balling ever since. Finished this season out, was a really good year for us. I worked with some of the guys on the Chiefs this past year, helping them with finding fits and things like that, sourcing clothes and items like that for different guys like uh Taekwon Thornton and things like that. So definitely was a fun football and basketball season with that. Um Try to think. Something I style some of my friends here and there, and then whoever really comes my way, bro. Like people reach out to me all the time, like, "Yo, I got a event going on. I need some help with this, da da da." So I usually just kind of set them up, find them little things. I don't ever want to do too much for certain, you know what I'm saying, for certain people because everybody's not overly comfortable dressing crazy. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say crazy, but like sometimes it seems crazy when you're not used to it. You know. So I would say that, but yeah, definitely Ochai would be my main guy. That's really my guy. We're full time with him. So we getting fits for day to day. We're doing fits for game days. We're doing fits for dates. Whatever you need a fit for, I got you, brother.
Man, I think for all three of us, we can agree on this that your fashion speaks to your personality. I think like what you wear shows like if you see somebody in some sweats every day, a hoodie, you probably like, okay, he chill. He not
Yeah,
really
calm guy.
I'm not really trying to put on too much, but how is it that you bring the personalities of the people you are styling to their fits? So like obviously like some of these guys you may work with, they come to you and they're like, hey bro, we
Yeah,
work on what you're putting on. We
for sure, bro.
got
No, I definitely. So when it comes to like styling different people, bro, like even with Ochai, like if you peep at his gram, bro, he definitely came a long way, bro. Like my
yeah,
buddy was definitely wearing sweats and Uggs every day, and I was
yeah.
like, yeah, bro. I literally this is literally how it happened. I seen too many bad fits, brother. I DM'd him. I said, hey, bro, we gotta stop this. Literally, just like that. I said, let's work. And he said, let's do it. And then from then on, we was balling. But as far as finding his style, I kind of went with a generic, not generic, but like a general source of like better clothes off rip, and then kind of let him like push me in a direction to where he was leaning. So like I don't want to put you in something I would wear. I'm gonna see what you like out of these pieces. Wherever you lean into, then I'm gonna go that way. So like as we started, if you noticed, he was more streetwear at the beginning, all streetwear, and then we slowly transformed to like formal street. So now he's wearing shirts with collars with baggy jeans. He's wearing, you know what I'm saying? So I seen him that he liked the formal look a little bit more. We wearing dress shoes now, things like that. So we definitely transition. And I transition based off of how I see my player liking what he likes the most. You know what I'm saying? So if he starts to lean towards a certain style of clothing, that's where we gonna go. You know what I'm saying? So I try to be well versed in all types of styles of clothes, so just so that I could be able to do that, and I don't want to be like limited to just streetwear and things like that. But definitely, that's just usually how I go. Usually, pick a personality, you see how they are, and then you just go from there.
Real quick, Zay, before you go, have you ever had anybody reach out to you that's like, yo, bro, I really need you to like help me put a fit together, and you're looking at their catalog and what they have, what they're putting on,
Yeah.
you're too far gone, bro.
Like I can't really help, brother. Like I can give you something that's not bad, but like you ask me for help, I need help. I need you to
Yeah,
have some things for me to help you with. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you trying to shop? You want to go shop?
help me, help.
Yeah. For sure. But usually I can usually find something out of nothing, bro. Like, yeah, I think I grew up dressing H&M, bro. Like I wasn't buying a bunch of
Come
clothes.
on.
Like I'm an H&M guy, PacSun, you know what I'm saying? We was going off in there. So we was finding good fits out of anywhere, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't put on a Walmart jacket and somebody thought it was $300. It was 15. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? So really just gotta style whatever you got, bro. Like it's not about how much it costs, it's just about how you wear it, you know?
Man, that kind of leads me into my next question. I'm curious myself too. What are some of these places, find yourself consistently using to, style some of these people?
Uh Back to Ochai, I would probably say like his favorite brand that we've been shopping with for so far is Veil. Like he's got them in a chokehold. Like he loves Veil. Like anything, if I send him some Veil, he's buying it. That's his thing. You know what I'm saying? So we be Veil, pretty much like a lot of the bigger brands like HMDD, GV Gallery, and then I kind of just whenever I see things, I just save them and send them, save them and send them, because I don't know every brand. It's too many brands. You know what I'm saying? So but I definitely would be like if somebody were to just be like, hey, I need some items. Those would probably be like the first 5 websites I would send them. You know what I'm saying? Like GV Gallery, some Raspberry, well, that's the same brand. HMDD, some Veil. I may send them some Bake Studios for some good denim, stuff like that. So yeah, it just depends on what you're looking for real. Like if you're looking for like a skater style, send you this way. If you're looking for a streetwear, I'll send you this way. So yeah.
If you have a guy who's, maybe he's not balling like Ochai,
Right.
he's not coming with that type of flow. Where
Exactly.
would you recommend some of those?
See, look, that's why I've said those brands, because those aren't even the crazy expensive brands. Like those are the 100 and under brands right there. Like
Okay.
I don't even like. It's funny, like with Ocha, big bank, right? He's not buying $3,000 shirts and like the other guys are. Like I got some clients that when we go shopping, he's looking at $600 tees like it's candy. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's nothing. So I'm like. That's just I don't even be looking for those type of pieces sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I be forgetting like those are out there because like a lot of the time the customer base doesn't want that stuff. Or if they do, then we got like a what they call it, like a little I don't even know what to call it. Like a little room where they'll take us, like if we're in New York, we'll go to this place called Penelope, and they'll take us in this back room, and there'll just be a bunch of clothes back there, and then we'll just start picking stuff out of the clothes. They'll put it out there for us and stuff like that. So it just be little stuff like that, bro. Like just finding the pieces in the price range. You tell me your price range, I'll find you something, bro. Promise you.
Glad you said it like that too, because that speaks on, like we was talking about earlier, like personality. Like you'll see what the person has on, and it's how you style it. Like
Yeah,
some people may think, shoot, he probably got on a fifteen
yeah.
hundred, $1,600 fit, and the whole time it's 200.
$100
You know,
on me, $20 on me
hey, Zay,
for
that was
sure.
man.
So definitely, bro. And what do you think right now with your brand? What do you think separates you from, other brands in the Midwest area?
I would just say probably like originality. I would say our structure of what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like our team aspect, as far as like me and my bro being like a unit. A lot of times people kind of do their own thing by themselves and stuff like that. And then I would probably say is as far as like our community presence, like we're really around, we really out there, like people know who we are. We're really trying to like be a part. And, like we're not standoffish guys. Like if you guys want to collab, we'll collab. Like if you guys want to do a pop up, we'll show up. Like you guys doing stuff, like we're not those type of guys, you know. So I'll probably say that, just like our willingness to be open to like working with other people and stuff like that.
100%. And kind of going back a little bit to, I guess we started with your upbringing and things like that. Could you touch on some of your influences growing up and into your creative process of, like, I shouldn't say creative process, but like who influenced you in your style growing up and things like that?
Man, I'm trying to think, man. I was all over the place growing up, man. I definitely, obviously, a lot of the sports guys growing up, watching them growing up, just like being loud with their fits, baggy stuff. Like I grew up in that era originally, and then in 2010, it was, you know what I'm saying, Hollister and Abercrombie and stuff like that. So that's what we was rocking. So like, I really kind of let my outer area kind of like influence me at first until social media got bigger. Social media wasn't as big when I was younger. It kind of got big like right before high school. You know what I'm saying? So,
You
uh,
said it got big before you got to high school.
like real big, like as far as like everybody's everywhere on like so like when I was in like 7th grade, 6th grade, bro, nobody was like we wasn't on social media like that, bro. Like we was outside touching grass, bro. You know what I mean, bro? We was
Yeah.
outside playing, like the generators outside,
Come
those
on,
big green
y'all
things.
over the generator. Hey,
We
bro.
would go over there. That's where we meet up. That's the meetup spot, bro. Like you looking for ain't no tech. I didn't get a phone until my sophomore year of high school, bro. So you gotta think about it like that. Like
That's
that
crazy.
just wasn't how we was growing up, bro. And it's crazy to say that, like, cause how old are you?
I'm 21.
21. So that's 8 year different, right? But like we see each other. You know what I'm saying? We hoop together. you don't even think like that could be like something that's like, dang, 8 years difference is like crazy for real.
That's a good point. That's a good
You know what I mean? But back to the upbringing though. I would probably say like a lot of the movies I watch influence me. Obviously you go to the main guys like Shea Gildress, Jordan Clarkson, these type of guys. As far as like when I'm in the, as far as me being in the game now, those are definitely some of the guys I look at. Shea Gildress' cousin, I like how Nikhil dresses. I like how Jalen Green dresses. I like how a lot of like my favorite rappers, they dress well. Well, they used to dress well. They kind of dressing kind of crazy now. But Gunna, he's fired. Gunna be putting them fits on. Who else I'll be watching and be putting them fits on, bro? Two, I'll go back to football guys. My boy Odell, he was definitely one of my favorite dressed guys growing up. I'll probably say Odell was my favorite dressing up growing up. We'll say Odell.
Definitely, man. And
Lock
looking
him in at
forward,
number one.
2 to 5 years, what's next for the brand? You'd say, how do you plan on keep expanding and growing what you got going on? You think?
Man, bro, just by kind of honing in on like a specific not say item but like a specific type of what we want to do, you know what I'm saying, figuring out that full-fledged system, locking it in, and really kind of just pushing forward, stop being kind of all over the place. So I would probably just say being more focused, more locked in on the type of pieces we want to drop, and then just expanding, bro, just moving around, getting out of Kansas City, bro. So I probably say that's the next move for us.
We got we got a couple questions for you here just to kind of wrap up the episode. We like to
Sir.
call this segment here the easy choice. So, and I think it's pretty fitting for, a fashion designer like yourself to make the easy choice. So, we got about 4 or 5 questions here for you. The first one
All right,
is,
man.
what's one piece that every man should have in his closet other than a white tee?
Yeah, for sure. One piece every man should have in their closet, besides like a suit. Like everybody need a suit, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like clothing, like the stuff we met, I'd probably say a good pair of denim jeans.
Okay.
Some nice denim jeans. You get you some nice denim jeans, you can work around that.
I think you touched on this one a little bit earlier, so we can kind of skim past this question. But we have designer versus affordable. What's more important when it comes to a fashion expert?
Yeah, just about fit and comfortability. So I would say price does not matter.
Mhm.
So I would say comfortable. Would you say comfortable was the question?
Uh,
Or affordable?
Designer or affordable?
Yeah, affordable is the way to go, brother.
100%. Um, and then last question here is, what's one word that you would use to describe your brand?
Legacy.
Easy.
Literally legacy.
And then obviously we want to give you an opportunity to promote the One Legacy brand and what you guys have going on, and just kind of give you the floor to be able to do that.
I appreciate it, man. Just want to give a shout out to One Legacy Movement, man. Shout out to my partner Marvin Joseph, man. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us since we started, man. Shout out to all my models that been rocking with us, man. Everybody that show love. Shout out to my boy J Rob. He just put a piece on for us earlier for his birthday. One of the NFL guys. Shout out to Ocha for showing some love on the brand as well. Shout out to all my guys, man. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to y'all for having me on here. Shout out to AJ, man, Kamish for allowing One Legacy to be in the Spence League, man. And shout out to God. Shout out to my mom and dad. And yeah, that's what's up, man.
100%.
Man, I gotta ask you, bro, is One Legacy getting it done again this year in Spencer?
Yes, bro. We're running it back, bro. I'm really tough. I'm really tough. Like, y'all seen the team. We're solid, brother. We got size and we got shooters. That's what we got. We got real shooters. Like I got snipers on my team. Like y'all got good basketball players, but like threes matter more.
It's a good. I can't argue that one.
Are you
And
are
we
you,
play defense.
are you the
And we
best
play
shooter in the
defense.
league right now?
I'll probably say we are, bro.
Clip it. Clip that up, Zay.
Clip it. I'm saying it here first. One Legacy, J2 is the best GM in the league. I might need to go get a real job as a
You heard it
GM.
here first, bro. You heard it here first on the Easy Convo.
Yes, sir.
100%.
My last question for you, man. For us, for moving forward for the Easy Convo, one guest that you would like to see come on this podcast that you'd be interested to tune into.
Ooh, I don't unless I'm tripping. Shoot, Ocha.
I would tap in with us, man.
Let's make it
Tap
Come
happen.
in.
on, man. Tell my boy, put my boy Ocha on here, man. Kansas City kid went to the league, man.
Man, yeah, that'd be fire, bro. We've definitely got to make that happen in the near future.
You know, I'm gonna see what I can do. You know, I
Yeah,
am a
hey,
stylist. I am a
you throw us that
stylist.
lob, man. You throw us that lob, we can definitely.
For sure.
Uh, you got anything else, bro?
Nah, man. Just want to say, obviously, J2, we appreciate you for coming on, bro. Just taking the time to not only speak with us, have an easy conversation, but educate some of those who, have some
Yeah.
trouble putting some things together.
You know what I'm saying? Just DM me, man. I'm gonna try to show a little love, bro.
Man, definitely. And I actually mentioned that I wanted to give you a chance real fast. If anyone wants to reach out to you, you said DM. Is there any other places or website to check out the brand?
1LegacyMovement.com
Okay,
on all platforms. Check us out on Instagram, One Legacy Movement. Check out my Instagram, J2_1LM. And shout out to my boy Marv, his Instagram, Joe_1LM. Yeah.
100%, man. Make sure everyone taps in with J2 and the brand. Stop playing if you want to get your.
Stop playing, man. Come get it right, man.
Like we said, man, we're gonna have the One Legacy Movement brand in the bio for the rest of the week. So if you want to find another place to get your apparel, not only on the OneLegacyMovement.com, not only on the One Legacy Movement Instagram page, but you can click on the TheEZConvo page and see that brand and see that
Sir.
right in our
That
hands.
link at the top,
See
man.
the link at the top. Yeah.
Discount this week too, right?
Yes, sir. Everything's on sale right now. Everything shirts were 80 or 65. So go get
Oh,
right, man.
man. Hey, if you're listening to this right now, man, y'all gotta tap in, bro. You gotta see
Yeah,
it right
man.
now, bro. Go get it right. Go get it
Yes,
right.
sir.
And if you don't
Yeah,
got it, ask your
appreciate
mom. Ask your moms. Your mom.
Ask your mom, man. Hey, we take shop pay, bro. Just drop a little, you know what I'm saying? We take it off, bro.
definitely,
You can pay payments, man.
Come on.
definitely, man. But yeah, man, we kind of piggyback off. We appreciate you coming on, man. It's cool hearing your story. Love what you got going on, what you're doing for the city, man. So yeah, we
Appreciate it,
really
bro.
appreciate you coming on, man. We hope this was a easy conversation for you.
Very easy, man.
Definitely, man. But yeah, for everyone listening, make sure you like, comment, share, and we'll be back next time. Appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.